Hebrew home. My heart is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home.
Good morning, Hebrew Home. Welcome back. I am your host, Olivia Cohen, coming in live from the Dörfner Judaica Museum here at the Hebrew Home. And this is our morning show, Good Morning Hebrew Home. This week was our first full week of our show. You've had a chance now to meet all of our hosts and to see some familiar or new faces as our guests. And we've had an opportunity to hear some interesting stories. But now, we would love to hear from you. We've added some cool new updates. We have new lights, we have some plants, and we're going to try out a teleprompter soon. But coming up soon, we will have an opportunity for viewer mail. So please send us your comments, questions, and we can share them live on the show. You can write mail to us and give it to your friendly TAP activities person, or you can leave us a message by dialing 2813. Again, you can call in and leave a message at our Good Morning Hebrew Home line by dialing the numbers on your phones in your rooms. That is 2813. We look forward to hearing from you. Today's show, we will be talking about music. As some of you may have heard during my interview with David, I'm a music therapist, and some of you may have heard me singing on your floors, on your neighborhoods, and have even sang along with me. I had my own opportunity this week to share some music for some folks here recently, and it has really had me thinking about music in general and how music is so important at a time like this. Music is a very powerful tool. Last week we spoke to Larry and talked a little bit about him writing his theme song for this show. And I don't know about you, but I've been singing the song every day. They call that an earworm. So let us know if our theme song is an earworm for you. Different songs evoke different emotions, and we are so lucky to have so many musically talented people here at the home. One of them will be joining us in a moment. We have a great show planned for you today, so let's get into the news. Today is Friday, April 24th. Let's take a look at the weather in our neck of the woods. Today is rainy, with temperatures of 49 degrees. This weekend, you can expect Saturday to have partly cloudy skies, and temperatures will be in the 60s. For Sunday, there will be some more rain and wind with a temperature of 49 degrees. So you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers. Let's move on to this day in history. This April 24th, 1936, Benny Goodman and his trio recorded China Boy. Benny Goodman was one of the most prominent jazz and band musicians of his day, often being referred to as the King of Swing. So for any of our jazz lovers out there, let us know, did you listen to Benny Goodman? Or are you a fan of his? In 1990, the Space Shuttle Discovery launched the Hubble Space Telescope into orbit. It is hoped that the telescope will be able to see up to the edge of the known universe. Although Hubble had some problems in the beginning with the original mirror design after repairs consisting of a series of corrected mirrors, which are carried out in space, Hubble has sent back a series of stunning photographs of deep space and revolutionized the way we think about the universe. Also, this day in history, we are celebrating a very famous person's birthday, Barbra Streisand. She was born in Brooklyn, New York on April 24th in 1942. Barbra Streisand is an American singer and film theater actress. Her breakthrough came with the lead role in the 1964 Broadway production musical, Funny Girl. In 1968, she starred in the film version of Funny Girl, for which she won an Academy Award for Best Actress. She has sold more than 70 million albums, making her the highest-ranking female artist in America. Worldwide, she has sold over 140 million albums and has won 10 Grammys. So happy birthday, Babs. Speaking of birthdays, happy birthday to our very own Rosa P. We wish you all the best. Also happening today, let's see what Food Services is cooking up for us. Today's lunch will be cheddar potato pierogies and stewed tomatoes with a chocolate cookie for dessert. For dinner, there will be a vegetable soup with rosemary chicken and roasted lemon potatoes and marble pound cake for dessert. Our Saturday meals are lunch will be beef stew with rice pilaf and a peach mango apples for dessert. Dinner is vegetable quinoa soup and Waldorf tuna salad platter with homemade potato salad and rice pudding for dessert. For Sunday, we are serving spaghetti and meatballs with broccoli florets and brownies for dessert. Lunch, we will be having a white bean escarole soup to start, and a Spanish omelet with home fries for entree, and for dessert, strawberry ice cream. Today's guest, we know from her song celebration program that you guys have listened to on your neighborhoods, and she often plays our Sunday concerts. Claire has also, I just gave her name away, Claire has also put together our yearly LGBT Pride Month concert. So please help me welcome, no surprise now, Clare Cooper.
Good morning. Good morning, Hebrew Home. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
There we go.
There we go. I'm a professional. And good morning, everyone.
Welcome. We're so happy to have you here today.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what you do here.
Well, the short answer is I play music for the residents, and I try to find the songs that reach people the most and the songs that people will enjoy and that will raise their spirits and brighten their day.
That's beautiful, and I think you definitely do that when you come up on the floors and share your music.
Thank you.
What I love about the musicians in the activities department is that everyone has their own style. Who are your musical influences?
Well, I love the singer-songwriters from the 50s and 60s and 70s, like Carole King and Laura Nyro, Joni Mitchell, and I love country music. I know there aren't a lot of country music fans in New York, but I found some here. And I grew up on rock and roll, so really pretty much everything from the 60s upward.
Yeah. What would you say as far, because you sing, you play guitar, and you also play piano and keyboard here. What would you say is the genre that you like to sing the most? Do you have a favorite song?
I don't have a favorite song. There are too many. There are too many to choose from.
Great answer.
I would say, yeah, my favorite is sort of like country blues rock, sort of roots music. I've come to really, really love that over the years.
So for today's show, we're talking about music and the way it impacts our lives.
Right.
And obviously, music was so profound in your life that you have made that into a career.
Right.
When did you start entering into the world of music and performing yourself?
Well, I started taking lessons as a kid, like everyone else in the suburbs. That's what you did. And everyone used to, years ago. That was considered a part of a balanced education. And unfortunately, that's kind of gone by the wayside in a lot of places. But as far as doing it as a career, I went to college for music. I went to Berklee College of Music. And I started entering into the field when I got out of college, and had to have a bunch of other jobs to support myself while I was working towards that goal. And then as far as the therapeutic music, well, I had started playing in nursing homes because it was a gig, it was work. But I found it so rewarding, you know, people would thank me and tell me that I'd made their day, and I would see people waking up that had been sleeping. And you don't get that in clubs. You really don't. And then in 2002, I was treated for breast cancer. And that experience really changed the way I looked at everything in my life. It changed my motivation. I thought, why am I doing this? What do I want to do? And I started volunteering at the hospital where I was treated, New York Presbyterian. And I found that it was just a whole world of just satisfying work that I wanted to be part of. So I went back to school.
Wow. What a beautiful story, and just to see how your experiences just brought you to using music to share with others.
Well, it was so helpful to me. I found, because I was still working during my treatments, and I would go to work and I'd forget all about it. You know, the world was a great place when I was at work playing music.
How do you use music in your day-to-day life?
Now?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just become what I do and who I am.
Do you find yourself listening to music outside of here on your own for your own self-care, or do you have? I know you play the music you play for the residents here is very different, probably than, or the same, than the music that you would listen to. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I try to listen to everything, and I don't have a whole lot of time. I mean, it sounds terrible, but I don't have a whole lot of time to listen to music for my own enjoyment. So I try to do that. I try to find the time and find what inspires me the most, because I write music too. I write songs, and sometimes it gets a little confusing. I'm trying to figure out what my voice is when I'm so busy playing everything else.
That is so important to find our voices, and I think that you definitely, in your groups, give space for residents to have their voices, to sing along with you, and to share in that moment together.
Well, I want to, because everyone has such an interesting story here, and people are constantly surprising me.
Yeah. So I know that you have prepared a song for us today. Do you want to share what song you'll be playing for us?
Sure. It's called You Gotta Be, and it's a song by a singer named Desiree. And I actually learned it years ago when I was working with a middle school choir. That was their graduation song. And yeah, I thought it would be a good one to bring today, because it's an upbeat song with a positive message about finding your inner strength in the face of adversity, which is certainly what everyone's doing now.
That's beautiful, Claire.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for sharing your story with us. I love that we're getting an opportunity to learn more about these people that we see every day here at the Hebrew Home. So thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you. I feel very lucky to be here.
Oh, we're lucky to have you.
Oh, thank you.
Claire's going to take a moment and walk over to our performance center. But thank you. You can catch Claire on our Sage Lead monitors if you like a more up-to-date times, but she is performing throughout the week. And please join us listening to Claire.
Great. Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers there may cause your tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be tough. You gotta hold stronger. You gotta be hope. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Herald what your mother said. Read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different you. My, oh my, you gotta be better, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you. Leave me blunt if you can't stand This time it's danger staring you in the face. Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Oh my, gotta be better. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. Gotta be cool. You gotta be one. You gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. All I know is love will save the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Claire. That was wonderful, and what a great song with a great message. Let's move into our positive news science story for today. The British Academy of Sound Therapy has been studying the beneficial effects of listening to music for therapeutic purposes for years. New research has tried to identify exactly what kind of music stimulates positive neural responses and how long one must listen to music before these responses begin to activate. They say that music psychologists have proven time and time again that music can have an effect on our health. So with that in mind, wouldn't it be great if we could prescribe music to help with certain mood states? In a pretrial survey of the 7,581 people involved in the project, 89% of participants said that music was essential to their health or well-being. So here are some ways they used it. Music for relaxation. They said that 13 minutes was found to be the optimum listening time in the case of music to relax. This kind of music was characterized as a slow tempo with simple melodies and no lyrics. Music for happiness. For those who prefer dancing to get their cardio benefits, even less music is scientifically found to bring greater power into your legs and happiness into your mind. After listening to music with a driving rhythm and fast tempo with happy lyrical content for just 9 minutes, 89% of participants had improved energy levels, 65% laughed more or felt happier, and 82% felt able to take on anything or felt more in control of their lives. And music to process or release sadness. Because sadness is very personal, people selected, unsurprisingly, music with lyrics they connected with. Like listening to music for relaxation, 13 minutes was also found to be enough for optimal benefit. Listening to music for sadness caused our listeners to feel a sense of relief, be less overwhelmed, and feel more stable and less likely to be triggered by things that reminded them of the issue. They said 87% felt more emotionally stable, 84% felt less overwhelmed, and a record 91% felt relief and release. While this research may seem like a cool bonus to doing what most of us love to do, which is listen to music, it's actually leading to potential therapeutic interventions. You know the old saying, a day, an apple a day, keeps the doctor away? Well, I think it now may be a song a day. Let us know what are some of your favorite songs to listen to, and we can share them on the show. That's our show for today, everybody. Remember to tune in later today to Channel 8. Today we have Catholic services at 11, Your Hit Parade at 1:30, and Shabbat Shalom at 3 o'clock. And don't forget, you can catch this episode of Good Morning Hebrew Home again on Channel 8 at 6:30 or on YouTube. Once again, this has been Olivia Cohen with Good Morning Hebrew Home. Have a good weekend, everyone. We will be back on Monday. See you all then. Same time, same place, same channel. Cohen out.
Hebrew home, good morning, Hebrew home, my heart is where the Hebrew home is, for where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home.